on the cards. Try that again. Cedar City Sentinels up against the Los Angeles Phaser Department. Take us through the tale of the tape, Scythe.
Yeah, so Cedar City, unfortunately, having that rough match against California in the winners bracket, knocking them down. But yeah, you definitely look for them to use this game as kind of, that stepping stone to shore everything up, kind of get your mind back in the game, get your mindset kind of set. On your opponents in LAPD, still building on that momentum, still, looking forward to kind of seeing how Snowflake's doing. Is he going to be able to play that commander role? If not, are they going to, keep him in scout? That's going to be like kind of the tail of the tape. If he's in commander and, he's feeling kind of good, the MJ flu game type deal, we could see, a very, very competitive game with them and Cedar City Sentinels. Because if you remember, Meds was dying in quite a few games in pod play. So yeah. I think it was like 3 or 4 games he actually died out. So the window was definitely there for LAPD to kind of, sneak on through that window and get some shelter.
Yeah.
But for Cedar City, I definitely think it comes down to Slaughtermelon here. Snuffles, a little bit like with the defense, but definitely Slaughtermelon taking off some of that pressure, kind of farming, and really having that presence both on the 2nd floor and 3rd floor of being able to try to kick LAPD downstairs. Because as we've seen with most of these teams, it is the kryptonite. They're unable to kind of regroup, reset, resupply, and then they just kind of die out of the game.
Yeah, I'd be real surprised if Slaughtermelon especially doesn't come out in this game and gets both of his bases and gets the nuke within the first minute. He's going to be looking to basically lock the first part of this game down and put an immense amount of pressure on LAPD, so much so that they won't be able to kind of repel it. I haven't heard anything yet about whether or not Snowflake will be playing this game. Obviously, Snowflake had some illnesses or some illness this morning, so hopefully he's doing okay. Yeah. So obviously, you never want to see anyone kind of being that sick at any point, but especially in the arena. Tough win. Yeah, we were just saying that, Beans. Like I'd actually completely forgotten you were in a cast until Scythe said it during the broadcast. Just from the way you just watching how you play, like. It's hard to remember that you've got a metal bar. Whoops. They can't handle. There we go. That's the button.
Both teams here making the treks. See Slaughter leading the way on the 2nd floor.
So he didn't go get his bases right off the jump, which is interesting.
Nope.
Fire team has taken the lead.
Oh, yeah. I thought the referee had got... No!
What?
No!
What?
No!
Refs!
Terrible refereeing! Ah!
Oh my gosh, that is horrible.
Snowflake got in legitimately. Caleb only took a step out. He barely got past that corner wall, back into the cubby. Snowflake took a step and got penalized. That is...
Yeah.
Calm down, Steve. Calm down.
Yeah, for the folks at home, you have to go pretty far around that corner to come back. That's 10 feet. So it was definitely not a legitimate backtrack, unfortunately for Snowflake. But... it kind of stops their momentum there, but he bounced back a little bit.
Good. Just got to shake it off.
Keeping pace here. Yeah. He's gonna get his bases, so he does appear to be downstairs. So Odin kind of stuck in a tough spot here. You have Manette and Odin in the. Oh man, they're just eating missiles there. Guys. LAPD kind of falling apart here. The resupply, they're They don't know that green is in the cubby there. Oh my gosh, this is so rough. So the resupply is literally
Fire
one ramp
team
away
is
from each
trailing
other,
by
as you can kind of see.
670
Caleb's
points.
there. Mostly the green team's there. Resupply is in the cubby. Red doesn't know that. Red's resupplying up top.
And it doesn't look. I mean, who's the heavy? It's Snuffles. I was gonna say that
Yep.
looks to be just Thunder up there
Yep.
with the resupply. So, I mean, here comes Odin's Fist, manages to kick them
Fire
out.
team has taken the lead.
Yep. This is rough though. So you have.
Fire team
Snuffles,
has
the
taken
heavy,
lead.
is in on the medic,
Yep.
and for some reason, why did Kodama? I thought Kodama went to. Not Kodama. Who's the referee there? I can't tell. Is it
I don't know
Evil?
who it is.
Fire team has taken the lead.
Someone tall. Maybe
So
maybe
many
Bromley.
rough
I think it's
situations here.
Bromatized actually.
Okay. So many rough situations here because you saw Connor at Fortress with just Thunder, and it's like Odin left the resupply on an island to come over there, and Green's resupply was still, on that cubby. You see here, Cedar City
LAPD
kind of
doing well here.
regrouping. Yeah, Cedar City trying to regroup here on the second platform. They're back in that resupply cubby. They're back in the closet. You see Odin getting pinged from Big Box there. He's gonna go flush him out really quick. It is Caleb that he's battling coming back up the ramp. You see Connor there looking at what's happening. Connor pops out. That's rough, man. He just gave Slaughtermelon like 6 specials there.
Yeah, 6 specials and 5 tickets.
Right.
Be interesting to see if Slaughtermelon goes and drops this nuke, or if he's really wanting to get that 2-chain. But man, both teams really need to get some resupply here. Manette, the red medic, sitting on 13 lives versus Meds at 15. Odin's Fist needs to really get some resupply here, as do the scouts, to be fair, and they need to make the most. 5 tickets is crazy. GBR Comics, thank you very much for the follow. Good call. 5 tickets is crazy.
Yeah, Snowflake getting a nice trade back there a little bit. Running into both Slaughtermelon and Snuffles, tagging both of them for the 4 hit, and then hitting a scout immediately after for 5 specials. So
again, LAPD seem to be in a stronger position here. They are upstairs. They're taking the red side. They pushed the green team downstairs, but nobody's able to put any pressure on Meds. He's still at 15 lives. Here comes the nuke chain by Slaughtermelon. He's going to look to drop 2.
Yep. Yeah, if you're green here, you're up. They are going to get the extra shot on Connor there. But it appears that Red's resupply.
Good work.
Was that Meds? Was it Meds? Was it?
No, it was Snuffles. Snuffles ran around the corner, and I think he assumed that they had backtracked and didn't risk it. That's great sportsmanship, actually.
Oh man, Poopy's dying out here. It's tough. Green retaking upstairs. You kind of see Red resupply not knowing what to do. Oh my gosh, they go the long way to go downstairs. You hate to see it.
Yeah. There's so many of these games, there's just, so even all the way through, and just one little mistake, and all of a sudden, your medic dies out, you're all on single-digit lives, and it's just a matter of cleanup.
Yeah, I mean, man, that's what they keep taking it on.
Hey, I thought you were going to bed.
But yeah, you kind of see the hesitation there, where they didn't want to go down green, but the safer route was to go down green because green didn't have the 3 hits there.
Yeah.
So they went over to they went over to Fortress, and unfortunately, they got shot to crap going down. They got missile going down. Tough decision there.
Man.
Again, in the heat of the moment, it's so hard to make those decisions. But rough decision there. It ends up getting the net killed. You lose a bunch of lives going downstairs like that. Cedar City, looking pretty. Meds not losing any lives. You heard us Caster Curse talk about him.
Yep.
So he's like, I'm not dying this game, guys.
Like, I just want to echo that sentiment, actually. Like, mad props for the green team for keeping Meds at 15 for most of that game, even downstairs. They got pushed downstairs, and they were able to withstand the pressure coming from LAPD and then flip the game on them when it really mattered. So,
Yep.
really, really good win here from Cedar. They were pushed much harder than I think they would have liked to have been. LAPD did a really great job, and maybe that's, again, the meta from the red side being a little easier to get a hold of than the green. We'll see what happens on this next game.
Yeah. The crazy part about that, I think if Red would have knew that Meds and them were resupplying in the cubby down the ramp from where their resupply was.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see that, you got to call that out. You immediately there's nowhere for them to go on the second floor.
Yeah.
If you start pressuring them there, they're going to hemorrhage lives. But excellent game from Cedar City, though. They did, manage to get through there, have LAPD not get into the cubby to affect that situation. But
I would say that, again, we talk about kind of the game being broken up into thirds. I think LAPD won the first third of that game, the opening kind of stanza, if you will, and
the chess match in the beginning.
But to their credit, Cedar City managed to claw that back, and that goes to show the caliber of the players that they have on their side. Oh boy, I'm enjoying the heck out of these games. These last two matches, in fact, all the matches today have been at such a high quality. They've been really entertaining to watch. They've been close, a lot closer than they were at the start of the week. We were looking at, sub 5 minute, sub 4 minute Elims.
Yep.
This has been so good, dude. So good.
Both in the games with, sometimes yourself and with your teammates, but we are going to flip sides here. So again, Cedar City really taking care of business game one. Some shenanigans happening there, with both resupplies a ramp away from each other, so about 20 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
If only LAPD would have known that was the case, but I expect, same thing, flipping sides again, all Slaughtermelon, all the pictures are wrong.
There we go.
But Slaughtermelon gonna be that linchpin again, leading the attack, and then Snuffles really supporting. It kind of seems like he's shifted off that kind of attacking presence and kind of shifted more towards that defense control heavy style that we're used to seeing out of some of the great heavies that have played the game. So it could be to say like, hey, you're protecting, your resupply, you're sitting there and you're focused on a long game. But where he has shined is like as soon as he needs to go in or go and attack and Slaughtermelon needs it, he's right there, like in the thick of things, rushing into the resupply, in some cases into backtracks but not shooting. But was a huge addition to that kind of late nuke where they did get pushed downstairs, and you see Snuffles kind of at the forefront of that, getting those resets and missiles on the ramp, definitely helping the team out there.
As we know, this half of the Cedar City Sentinels team are looking to go back-to-back with Nats wins, with Slaughtermelon, Snuffles, and Thunder, all part of that 2023 championship team that took out Auckland Nats. On the flip side, Odin's Fist was actually part of that team too, so both teams carrying a lot of quality with them into this tournament. And I know that there's a lot of pride on the line for whoever is destined to go all the way. So as we switch back to the maze, we see all of the referees getting into position. It'd be interesting to see what happens with the penalty stuff in this one. I'm interested to go back and actually watch that later and make sure that you know, what we were reacting to was actually the case. I felt like it was. I thought that I got it right, but you know.
I think it was the case. I know this morning, throughout the day, I did go back and kind of look through some of the videos that we had yesterday. And yeah, some of those shots down from Fortress were definitely meme material.
Yeah.
And they were not even close.
Yeah.
Not even an attempt to show his shoulder in some cases.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in this camera viewpoint, I love it that it's right here and not more tucked into the cubby, because
For sure.
you have to go a pretty good, you know, distance outside of the cubby to backtrack back in.
Yeah.
But to head into the game here.
Earth
Got
team
with
has
the
taken
finish
the
Right.
lead.
championship. We're jumping the gun.
Fire team
Yeah.
has taken the lead.
Red team coming across the second,
Fire team has taken the lead.
and they've seen who was that in the.
It's like Sergeant. Nope. Sorry, I wanted to say Sergeant Tucker. Looking like Med's holding steady there, and Fortress looking down. Oh, nice dodge there.
Oh, good work. Mesmerized by what's going on the screen here. Red team have managed to take upstairs, take a controlling position upstairs. Looks like they've forced green team back into the cubby at the bottom of the mid ramp. I forget what it's called.
Yeah. Closet, right? I think.
Yep. Closet.
Possibly. Closet.
Yep, definitely.
Earth team is trailing by 2,500
I think we did keep that for our Detroit callouts. But
It is closet. It is closet.
yeah. Minette there though, still doing good, even though they kind of were stuck in that area. So they got, well, 16. I was about to say 17, but Meds, you know, getting shot twice, shooting down that corridor. Caster Curse, he gets shot again. Oh, Poopy's dying out as heavy. Oh no.
No.
Oh man. Scout at
Disappointing.
1. Both scouts at 1.
It's an interesting lineup, this one. I wonder if they... I like Odin's Fistic Heavy. Like, it's got to be... I don't think it's, well, you know, we'll just see how we go. Like, I think that's more what it is, rather than, oh, no, we've got to try something new.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame, because they did pretty well in that first game with this lineup. And you see half the green team getting killed out here. All the scouts and the heavy. What a disappointing way to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, looking here probably at this consolation nuke from Odin's Fist here shortly, but Slaughter 3 minutes into this game, less than 3 minutes even, 6,200 points, no missiles, and we're approaching that 3-minute mark. So, absolutely insane from this man. So definitely looking forward to, you know, Cedar City playing their next match after this, because man, that is crazy.
Yeah. 6 tickets. We should add a ticket counter, actually. How many tickets can Slaughter Mountain rack up over the course of Nats?
Earth team is behind by 7,700
You're
points.
debating another nap. I wouldn't take one yet. Don't go anywhere. This game will be over relatively quickly, and we are going to get into the behemoth of a match. Loveland Phoenix versus California in a piece. 1 taken on 2. I mean, you know, I suppose we haven't finished this game, but this game is over.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much you can do when you lose your heavy.
No. Pretty good effort, actually. I really like how this LAPD team performed over the week.
Yep.
I felt they were another team that got stronger and stronger this week. I think all teams really got stronger over the week. Maybe again with the exception of the Loveland B team, but again they're already kind of at their ceiling maybe. and maybe Loveland A. But I mean, when you're at the top, there's only really one place for you to go.
Yep. Unless you're like Messi or Jordan, then you're just like, oh,
You
there's
just keep going up.
there's another level.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I noticed
endless-
LeBron's name
endless
wasn't there.
staircase.
That's okay. No comment.
Come talk to me when he.
Yeah. No, we're not getting
There's so
into
many. there's so many things.
Last thing I want to
Longevity
do is push your buttons.
is LeBron's best friend. Longevity.
Can we get an interview with LAPD to find out what happened on this match? Probably not. Probably not. At the moment, I asked Beans, can you tee up a few interviews? It's hard because, how of his seniority, he's kind of expected to be in there reffing. So,
Yep.
yeah, I think today most of the focus is going to be on the games. But I want to. We will stick around after the games come to an end, and we will try and tee up a bunch of interviews and just get the vibe of the place. It'd be awesome to have someone call in with a cell phone actually, and kind of let us watch the vibes at LLT. Oh, unfortunate end to LAPD's run there, but really.
Yep.
Really proud of their efforts this week. You guys did great. Finishing off in that fifth place spot. Cedar City Sentinels will go through to the next bracket.
Yeah, certainly a strong showing from LAPD. I know, the practice games were going pretty well for them. The round play, a little bit of a hiccups there, but you could see it as the week went by. Definitely getting better. And some of the round play games, some of the games, even here, one or two things again going wrong, and it kind of sets the pace for your game to go, right? It's like Loveland is a very unforgiving arena, whereas other arenas, you can kind of recover, regroup, reset back up. But Loveland very unforgiving for mistakes. So but nothing to take away from LAPD. Hell of a job, awesome job, everyone on the team. You should definitely be proud because the teams that you are quote unquote losing to, so to speak, are currently the best teams in the tournament. So for you to lose to Cedar City, it's like you're losing to the likes of Thunder, Snuffles, Slaughtermelon, world champions from last year, who you were on the same team with. So heads up, and again, like the experience, like continuing to grow not only your skill set but that team mindset in mind. So awesome job.
Real good.